Hello students. So today we'll see parallel plate capacitor and dielectric medium on effect of dielectric medium on the capacitor. So if you like the video, share with your friends. Okay, let us start with the parallel plate capacitor. So from the figure you can see there are two plates, 1 and 2, plate 1 and plate 2, and the surface charge density is sigma, where there is plus positive charges, so there will be surface charge density sigma, and for negative charge density it will be minus sigma. So we will consider only this part of the plate. So at the edges we are going to neglect, and moreover it is not shown here, the other plate, the second plate will be earth. Okay, so why we do the earthing is to remove the excess charges from the outer surface. So we will consider the capacitor to store the charges in the inner surface. It is inside the capacitor, so between the two layers here. So what is the function of a capacitor? It is a device which stores the charges as well as energy. So if a current is given to the conductor, so I told you, as the atom gains the charge it becomes negative, and when it loses the charge it becomes positive. So now here the surface it gains the charge, as there is another plate here, plate 2, the charges by induction it is given to the other charge in this manner. Okay, and always the electric field is passed on from positive to the negative. Okay, so this plate becomes positive charge and this plate has a negative charge. So we will concentrate only on the inner surface of the capacitor. Outer surface from the Gauss law, so outer surface will be 0. The electric field will come on the outer surface of the electric field will be 0. Okay, so we'll derive the equations here in this slide. Okay, so now let us consider a parallel plate capacitor which has two large plane parallel conducting plates separated by a small distance, that is the dimension, the B is much lesser than A, that is area of the capacitor, that is here it is shown already, right? So let A be the area of each capacitor and D be the separation between them. Therefore one plate has a charge plus Q and the other plate has a charge minus Q, and D is the distance between these two plates. So surface charge density on the first plate is sigma equal to Q by A. Okay, it is equal to Q by A. And why it is Q? Because it is a positive charge. Then the surface charge density on the second plate is minus Q by A, right? So therefore now we will see the outer regions from the Gauss law, linear charge, infinite linear plate. It is already discussed in your first chapter. So what you get, the equation is electric field equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So now there are two surfaces and they are outer, so they cancel out each other, therefore you get 0. So let us consider this as equation number 1, and the outer region 2, that is the second layer or the second plate. So here also you get 0. Therefore we will add up only we are concentrating only on the inner surface. So inner surface the electric fields add up, right? So therefore E equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. That means we will neglect the negative charge. So here we just add up those two electric field. So therefore what we get is 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled here. So therefore it is sigma by epsilon naught. So electric field due to the plate is equal to 2 epsilon. Therefore now we will substitute for the surface charge density, that is Q by A. Therefore what he have, E equal to Q by A epsilon naught. Then what is the potential difference between the two plates? So let us consider potential difference as E into D. Just we write the equation V is equal to E into D. Now we will substitute for electric field here in this equation. So what you get? Q D by epsilon naught A. Now what is the capacity? We got E as well as V, E and V. Now we want the capacitance, right? So in the parallel plate, capacitor. Therefore what is the equation according to the definition? The equation of the capacitor is C equal to Q by V. Therefore what we get here? We will substitute for the potential, right? So therefore C is equal to Q by QD upon epsilon naught A, right? So therefore now Q and Q gets cancelled. So this, what is in the denominator, it comes into numerator, and hence we have the equation epsilon naught A by D. So this is the capacitance equation, C equal to epsilon naught A upon D. It's very, very important, children. You have to understand, you have to practice this. You will have a compulsory question in your exams, parallel plate capacitor. Don't confuse with the combination of the capacitors, right? So it is separate. That is, in combination of the capacitor you have parallel plate capacitors, right? And here it is only the explanation of a parallel plate capacitor, right? So here this is what the derivation is. Now let us see what will get the capacitance if we have the area 1 meter square and the distance between them is 1 millimeter, right? So now we will substitute for epsilon naught, that is 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12, and also A is what? 1 meter square. Therefore divided by D is what? 1 millimeter. So it is 10 raised to minus 3 millimeter. So when we then what you get is this answer, right? So this 10 raised to minus 3 goes in the numerator, and what it becomes? 10 raised to plus 3. So therefore minus 12 and plus 3 equal to minus 9. Hence the capacitance value of a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, is 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 9 farad. Okay. Now another situation we'll see where 1F equal to 1 farad equal to 1. So therefore here you see, and okay, and that is, so C is equal to 1F and D is equal to 1 centimeter. Now A is equal to, we want the area. Now we will find the area of the plates, right? So how much long the plate will be, how much is the area of the plate? So that is A is equal to CD by epsilon naught. So see what we have got here, 1 farad into 10 raised, and D is what? D 2 into 10 raised to minus 2, 10 into 10 raised to minus 2, sorry, 10 raised to minus 2 divided by the epsilon naught value 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. So what you get, the area is a very, very large area, right? So that is 10 raised to 9 meter square, and what in kilometer, how much you'll get? 30 kilometer in the length and breadth. Okay. Okay, I think hope so you have understood this. Next let us go to the another important topic, that is effect of dielectric material on capacitor. Okay. So now let us consider the let us take the example of the parallel plate capacitor only, and let Q be the charge on the capacitor, and the charge density is taken as sigma Q by A. Then if we take vacuum in between the two plates, okay, the what type of material is in between the plates is, first for our general purpose we will take the vacuum, that is electric field. This is electric field E naught equal to sigma by epsilon naught, okay, and also we will consider the potential difference between the two plates, okay, so that is V naught equal to E naught D. Then what is the capacitance? Q by V naught, and hence what we get? Epsilon naught A by D. So these are the electric field, potential difference and capacitance in a vacuum, okay, in vacuum. Now if we insert a dielectric medium completely between the two plates, what happens, that we will see, okay. So now let us consider a dielectric medium inserted between the two plates. So if we insert a dielectric medium, what electric field we will get is E equal to sigma minus sigma P by epsilon naught, okay. So that is one side the plate, the surface charge density will be positive, and as there is a dielectric medium, it will be polarized. The dielectric medium will be polarized, and the other surface will have minus of the negative charge, okay. So therefore we will have this equation. So consider this as equation number 2, right. Now let us see the potential difference for this equation, right. So V equal to E into D. So therefore substitute for electric field, and what you get? Sigma minus sigma P divided by epsilon naught into D, okay. Now let us consider only this equation now, that is minus sigma P. So we will consider this is equal to sigma by K, where K is a characteristic constant of the dielectric medium, okay. Now substitute that value in equation in the potential difference. So that is sigma D up by epsilon naught K. So that is equal to, again we will substitute for here sigma, that is Q D upon A into epsilon naught K. Then the capacitance will be Q by V, which is equal to epsilon naught K A by D. That is the 6th equation. Now the product of these two is called the permittivity of the medium, and it is denoted by epsilon. So epsilon is equal to epsilon naught K. Now if K is equal to 1, then epsilon will be equal to epsilon naught. So therefore now and also, like if we consider equation 7, then K value will be epsilon by epsilon naught, okay. Now considering equations 1 and equation 6, okay. So we have K equal to C by C naught. So from equation 1 and 6 we have the equation C by C naught. You can substitute and see all the equations. So what answer we get is K equal to, that is the characteristic constant of a dielectric medium is equal to the ratio of the capacitance where there is between the plates when there is a dielectric medium to the capacitance of the capacitor where there is vacuum in between the plates. So this equation holds good for any type of capacitor.